So Dietz has done it again. It's not the dolt of the week this time. It's the Chad of the week. What?
You, Chad.
Oh, yes, the male version of Karen.
I got a Richard Pryor joke, but I'm not going to use it. I'll wait. Let's go.
Till later.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I have no clue. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Come on down to the best sports talk show in the country. Good morning, and welcome to the tripped up version edition of Snowman in the Morning on this Thursday, the tripped up Thursday edition. Glad to have you all with us. Lots on the table in the next 180 minutes. Of course, we got Mike Drop Moran joining us later. She'll join for hour 3. You can see the man, no myth, all legend, known as A Pizzle, joining us today. Another legend, and Chris Dietz is here with us. And Dietz is, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make this announcement. Long as he's available, Dietz is a daily part of the crew. How about it?
I'm in.
We got a thumbs up.
I'll be here.
We got a thumbs up. Of course, the big dog is here with us. Victor is on assignment this week, and Genevive Yoso is scheduled to join us later.
She's out in the stables trying to get the horses rallied up.
There's that too.
There is that. Thank you to the folks that have stuck around with us, not just for the past couple of days when we took the days off and got our act together. And Shane, I'm so glad to see you, man. And I know you've been through a lot. You're here with us. Shane has been with us for the entire 12-year run of this show. Dietz has been with us for 9 seasons. This is Pizzle's third year with us. I beg your pardon. But third year for Pizzle with us. Victor's been around for all 12 seasons. And I say that to say, after next Friday, we're going to roll some classic episodes of Snowman in the Morning that cover the entire 12-year run. I found a few from season 3. I'm trying to find a couple from season 1. I did find a couple from the 2017-2018 season that I spent in Dayton, Ohio, trying to get my act together there. And while I'm making promos, Pizzle, I got a surprise for you.
Oh no.
It's a good surprise. Trust me.
Okay.
The surprise is this. Old Snowman's going to do some hockey this Friday night with a matchup I have always wanted to call: the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Yours truly will have the call. Our pregame will begin at 7:45.
Nice.
And since he's already here, I may as well pay him some homage too.
Passionate.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight!
Totally.
This one has a chance!
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
And Deets, a daily part of the crew now. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. I found an ultra Chad.
Oh boy.
In my search for adult of the week, and they happen to be coincide with each other, so it's pretty sweet.
Oh no.
I think I know who it is.
I think I know who it is too, but we're gonna go ahead and roll it. It's a Chad of the week disguised inside the dog. Thank you, Cole Johnson, for that intro. Our Chad / Dolt of the week, and Deets will tell you, is get away.
Well, the Dolt of the week is the Notre Dame athletic director who's been going on every single sports show you can think of, trying to put out the fire. And little did he know, he let it slip. We'll talk about it later. He let the cat out of the bag about what the NCAA thinks about bowl games now that the playoff is here.
Oh, brother. Oh,
but
boy.
He's been trying to put out fires and starting more fires on his way out the door. So that's a totally different discussion. But then it gets to, all right, so Notre Dame was scheduled to play BYU in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Now Notre Dame declined, and BYU is like, well, we're conferencely obligated, so we'll go, and they don't mind playing. They just got their butts whipped, so they probably want to hit somebody.
Right.
But the BYU athletic director was asked, "How do you feel about Notre Dame backing out?" And he said, "I'll wait for it this time." He said, "Quote."
Hey, wait. Gotta do it right.
Yep.
He said, quote,
"It's probably a good move for them. They don't want to come out here and get their butts whipped by us."
Oh my God.
I didn't do it.
Ultra Chad.
Rose quote.
Ultra Chad quote of the week. He gets asked, why are they not coming? And he said they don't want to end their season with a butt whooping.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Giga Chad.
I thought that was a great. That's just a great. Just troll Notre Dame and pump your program at the same time. Great job, BYU.
At the same time, gotta love it. I dear Notre Dame, shut up.
You mean the crying Irish?
Yes, the crying Irish.
And not only that, to get into why this was so dumb. The explanation of why Notre Dame doesn't want to play in a bowl game is because they felt they were lied to. They felt they were lied to and strung along the entire time because, as Playmaker said on Monday, for weeks on end, whenever ESPN did their stupid playoff rankings reveal, they were always ahead of Miami.
Yep.
Which, if you listen to this program and listen to my rankings every week,
yes,
Miami was always ahead of Notre Dame on that list because they played head to head, and you cannot put Notre Dame below Miami if they have the same record.
They beat them. They
beat them on the field.
They beat Notre Dame. So why the hell is, you know what, ESPN's rankings and the AP rankings out the door?
It's what we've always said, Snowman. It's what we've always said from the very first time they did this. Well, we're going to reveal the rankings in October, and we're gonna track them week by week. I said it the first time. I said this feels fraudulent.
It does.
It feels like and you saw that. Every week, Notre Dame was ahead of Miami. Yet at the end, everybody on the rankings, everybody on the committee, just all of a sudden decided Miami's better than Notre Dame. No, what happened is they never polled the committee. They just put the teams in there and put teams they want to talk about and put them in a list. And then they came out, they had, they would have the commissioner or whatever come out, make a statement, and that was the program. But every single week, it seemed they're just making this stuff up. And it was confirmed when all of a sudden Miami jumps them that they were making this, they were just making the list up week to week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So reason why it's so stupid is Notre Dame, you believed this garbage. You believed what they were trying to sell you.
Yeah,
you believed
they believed. Every doggone week they believed it. I live in Indiana. I know so many people in that region. I lived up in Northwest Indiana. I lived about less than an hour away from South Bend. To say that the hype is real no matter what the sport, especially when it comes to football, is an understatement. I lived it. I lived it for many years, even growing up in Chicago. Before Notre Dame got the biggest television deal in history that still exists, thank you NBC for that. That still exists. They were pumping the Irish because what they would do is they would provide a replay of the Notre Dame game, and Harry Callis, the late great Harry Callis, the longtime voice of the Philadelphia Phillies, would voice it. He would voice the replay.
Yeah.
That's just how real.
The funny thing is the AD at Notre Dame, first off, to come out and make these statements, he's spineless. He's spineless, gutless. If you were really upset about this, you want to know what he would do? Pull every one of his teams from the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because he actually made the claim that the ACC sabotaged us because they ran the Miami Notre Dame game from the opening day of the season. Apparently, they ran it like 13 times during the week on the ACC network. They just kept running it on loop.
They kept it on a loop. I can confirm that since I do have access to the ACC network. I can confirm that.
But if you're gonna claim, hey, the ACC sabotaged us, you want to know what you do, Notre Dame? Pull every other team out of the ACC and say, we're done with the ACC. We'll get out of here. Any conference will take Notre Dame for any sport. It doesn't matter. They will take you because they want you. They want to have all your sports, so that when football sports, guess where they're going.
They want to have the NCAA wants Notre Dame in the conference so badly, but Notre Dame ain't having it. And I give you 3 letters. Why? NBC.
Peacock.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be financially stupid for them to enter a conference,
because then it all comes down to this. And BGS talked about it here on the program, and he wanted me to look at it from this standpoint. I've known about this deal since the day they signed it, before I went away to school in 1990, because before 1990, Notre Dame's coverage was split between CBS, ESPN, and ABC, pending the opponent. If it was Pittsburgh, and they always played Pittsburgh, Homer Road, if it was on the road, ESPN took the call. If it was at home, either CBS grabbed it or ABC grabbed it. In 1990, Notre Dame signed and has since re-signed two-time. The biggest broadcast deal in college football history. Forget the Longhorn Sports Network, forget the ACC network, forget all the other networks. The richest deal belongs to Notre Dame. And for that reason, that they get all that money, it's a ridiculous amount of money. It's bordering $1 billion. It started with hundreds of millions of dollars in 1990 just for one network, NBC, to broadcast all of their games, home or road, especially the home games. And the deal just kept growing and growing and growing. And Notre Dame basically gave the finger to ESPN and to CBS, because the last time, and I could be totally wrong for this, if I am, please forgive me, but the last time Notre Dame had a big game on CBS was 1990 when they played Tennessee in Knoxville. Raheem the Rocket Ismail burned the AstroTurf at Neyland Stadium to a crisp.
Yes, they did.
And they didn't, and Notre Dame didn't do anything till the second half, when they scored 27 points.
Right.
They beat them 34-23. I remember watching that game in my friend's dorm at Northeast Missouri State University, because they were big Notre Dame fans. So I joined in, and that's when I saw Rocket Ismail take a handoff, run to the right. He got that one little slither of space and was gone.
Oh, he was a rocket, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, if the NCAA really wants Notre Dame to get into a conference, they're not showing it.
No, they're not.
I mean, they just carved out. And I'm trying to think of what the word is, but they basically carved out Notre Dame making the playoff every single year.
Yep.
Right? They have a stipulation now where if Notre Dame is anywhere in the top 12, they automatically get in.
They're in. It doesn't matter where in the top. It doesn't matter where in the top 12 they are.
Yeah.
If they are in the beginning next year, if they're in the top 12 at the end of the season, they're in the playoff. So they can stay independent forever and ever and ever. Amen.
So you're basically saying a team that gets to pick their own schedule.
Yep.
That gets to play whoever they want.
Yep.
Wherever, whenever they want.
Yep.
They can basically make their schedule up so that they're in the playoff every single year. And they don't have to play conference teams. They don't have to play the same team over and over and over again.
They don't have to flirt with the ACC. They don't have to flirt with the SEC. And people don't know this. And I got 3 historians here with me. Notre Dame, once upon a time, flirted with the SEC. You want to know the year that they did that? 1990. 1990 was a watershed year for
Good
Notre
year.
Dame because they knew they had that big contract with NBC that took the bulk of that. It started with the bulk of their home games because for some reason they were blacked out on other networks within the Chicago/Northwest Indiana region. Ask me how I know that.
How do you know that?
As my wife would say, listen, every Notre Dame game, if it ain't on CBS, if it ain't on ABC, and I'm talking about before ABC was swallowed up by ESPN, no comment there. You weren't able to see it because it got blacked out, even though there was not a seat to be had at Notre Dame Stadium when the attendance figure was 59,075. There was not a seat to be had in the house. This is during the lean years. This is in the height of the Lou Holtz era. And not a coach has matched Lou Holtz. Not a coach of Notre Dame has matched since Lou Holtz.
No, he's not.
Because Lou Holtz took Notre Dame to the promised land in 1988. He took them to the national championship where they beat the hell out of West Virginia.
Yep.
By the way, boss, a little known fact: the last time Notre Dame wasn't on TV was against Navy in '92.
Yep.
That was the last time they weren't on TV.
That's the last time.
Last time they were not.
Last time they were not on TV.
It was against Navy, and that's when '92. That is when NBC sweetened the deal. NBC got together and said, "No, we can't have that. We can't have that." Notre Dame was having a mediocre year in 1992. And they missed out on a bunch of money because no one picked up the Notre Dame Navy game.
But the other thing about this is, for us, for people of our ilk that followed college football all year, that actually paid attention to what happened week 1.
Yep.
As much as we care about what happened week 13 and 14. Okay. Those of us that were paying attention, we knew, hey, Notre Dame, you lost to Miami, you lost to Texas A&M, you lost those head-to-head. So you're not getting in above those teams. Those teams are going to be ahead of you no matter what happens. But what I want to say is, the promotion and the way that it was structured during the season, it did work. It worked on the people who don't follow college football. Why? Because, and I'll tell you this little story. I mean, this is why I got on this rant this morning, is because I had a guy at work just last night tell me, why did Notre Dame get screwed? And I said they didn't get screwed. And I tried to answer him, and he's like, "What do you mean they didn't get screwed? They won 10 games in a row." And I was like, "Yeah, but they beat nobodies." I was like, "They didn't win a game of I was like, "They didn't play a team worth playing." Other than the hardest team they played after Texas A&M was Navy. That's you can go 10-2, but and my friend tried to say, but they beat Stanford, and I was like, Stanford is garbage right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, what year are you living in where Stanford is a viable football program?
They beat 2 Pac-10 teams that were garbage. And yes, I'm old school. It's the Pac-10. All right. They beat 2 Pac-10 teams that were absolutely garbage. I'm talking about Southern California and Stanford. They beat them up.
Stanford.
But they did not beat Miami, Catholics versus convicts, and they did not beat Texas A&M. Matter of fact, Notre Dame let that game.
But so But the reason I bring that up is because this is somebody who obviously is just following the trends. The trend would say, "Oh, Notre Dame won 10 in a row." Yeah, but just because you win 10 games doesn't mean you forget what happened week 1 and 2. That doesn't erase the rest of the season. Yeah, Miami lost along the way, but they also won 10 games. They just happened to not be in a row.
I will never forget what you said after Notre Dame lost to Texas A&M on a walk-off, mind you. Steve came on here and said the Notre Dame season is killed because they lost to 2 ranked teams. They lost to Miami and they lost to Texas A&M. And what really screwed Notre Dame in losing to Texas A&M, and Pizzle talks about this, they lost to Texas A&M ... at
home.
Let me say that again. They lost to Texas A&M ... at home.
In front of your home fans.
In front of touchdown Jesus.
In front of hundreds of millions of fans who, thanks to the streaming outlet we like to call Peacock, don't get me started, and George Carlin is in my head. You lost Notre Dame in front of millions and millions. Thank you, Pizzle. Y'all knew where I was going. And
you jabroni.
We are the only ones here on this program. We are the only ones that said Notre Dame's season is dead.
And if they looked at my rankings, every week we came out and talked about, well, Notre Dame is down here because Miami beat them. So because Miami beat them, we have to put them up there. Why is Texas A&M ranked so high? Because they beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame Stadium.
Because they beat Notre Dame. Why is Miami, and I get this every week off here, why is Miami above Notre Dame? Because Miami beat Notre Dame, you fool.
And so
Miami beat Notre Dame.
If you Notre Dame believed the hype, if you got duped by that network, this isn't the win the AD thinks this is. He thinks, oh, if we just say we got duped by ESPN, well, guess what? It makes you look like an idiot.
Yep.
It makes you look dumb because you should have known going in, hey, we're not going to be ahead of a team that beat us.
Look, you should have known and did this the old school way that we did. You're never going to be above a team that beat you, Notre Dame, because you lost to Miami on the road in a nationally, if you want to call it that with ESPN, that's a later rant, in a nationally televised game. You kicked off the season on a Sunday and looked horrible. That's why Miami beat you. Miami forced 4 turnovers and punched you in the mouth. And the following week, after Notre Dame was up by a baker's dozen against the Aggies of Texas A&M, Texas A&M socked them in the mouth for 7.5 minutes in the fourth quarter and won on a walk-off. So, give me this button. To the Notre Dame athletic director, I have 2 words for you.
You tripping.
And that's that. It's the total of the week.
But it used to be if you didn't get in and you were pissed off that you didn't get in, you did what Georgia did 2 years ago, and you went to the Orange Bowl and you played Florida State and you hung 70 on them.
And you beat them down.
And you hung 70 on them and you made people at the end of the day go, maybe they should have gotten in. I mean,
yeah. And what happened with Georgia the next 2 seasons?
Exactly.
Stupid. Let's take a break. When you all get back, there's a bigger dolt of the week, if you can believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to reside up in Michigan.
Ooh.
Let the destruction of the Michigan Wolverines begin. Back in a minute.
Yeah.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program. And staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
That is wild. Well, I've known Chris's wife for almost a decade now. And I didn't even know you were doing this. That's wild. That's awesome.
Well, I got a couple pieces of news to add to that. Number one. There'll be a live broadcast from there, and yours truly will be doing it.
Oh.
We got the green light. We got the green light. And there's a possibility yours truly may also be the MC of said event.
Oh, nice.
A special 4-hour show from Chicago. I will be home for that event.
Nice.
And take Dr. K with me. I'm going to drive up there so Dr. K won't have to worry about driving in Chicago traffic. And I got a funny story about that in a minute. But yeah, it's a treat I'm working on. And I want y'all to see it. So I want everybody to tune in, give to the cause. Let's help out. Let's help out Chris Hilliard and his family. All right. The hashtag Climb for Chris is in the chat. Let's get that trending. And I sent this commercial to his mom. And I was half asleep when I created it, but all the ideas, all the pictures were rolling in my mind. I said, you know what? I can do this in 10 minutes. I did it in 10 minutes. I put the music behind it, and I sent it to his mom, Michelle, and she loved it, and the folks loved it. And it's going to get a constant roll, whether we do this show, whether I do play-by-play or whatever. It's going to keep rolling, and the hashtag's going to keep rolling also. Let's do the hashtag. Climb for Chris. Let's get that trending throughout the course of the show today. 36 after the hour here during hour 1 of Snowman in the morning. And I gotta tell you a funny story. When my mom passed away, my wife, who was running an errand at the time, got back in the car. I told her what happened, and she says, "When do we leave for Chicago?" I said, "As soon as we can." So we packed a couple of bags, and she says, "I have one condition. Talk to me, darling. I'm not driving in Chicago traffic.
Don't blame you
Did
there.
it in Indianapolis. I'm not doing it in Chicago." Okay.
Can't say I blame you there.
I don't blame her either. I don't blame her either. So I drove the rest of the way, drove to my old parents' house, took a picture, did a video, got back in the car, and I said, "Let's go home." And she says, "How far are you going to drive?" "I'll drive us to Indianapolis. You take us the rest of the way." And we wound up splitting the driving duties, spent a night at her parents' house, and then we were back to North Carolina. But that's the one rule. Whenever we go to Chicago, that's the one rule. I have to drive in Chicago because I don't want to frighten her with with driving through traffic in the Windy City. I've done it too many times, especially living on the South Side.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
I mean, come on here. I don't want to go through Boston traffic, let alone Chicago traffic
or Miami. Ooh.
Or Miami. Oh my God. Boston, Chicago,
A1A,
Miami, Boston, Chicago, Miami,
New York.
Yeah, New York. Oh, I ain't driving in New York. Nope.
Hell no.
You don't want.
no.
I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to do the 401 in Los Angeles either.
Oh no.
Give me this. Are we driving in big city traffic?
Woo. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. You could offer me $1 million. I will not drive in New York City.
Funny story. When I went out to San Diego on the only vacation I've ever been on, my buddy and I were like, "Oh, we're in San Diego. Let's take a trip up. Let's take just a drive up to LA." And all the people that we were there with, they're all from San Diego. They looked at us and they went, "You guys got 2 days? Because that's how long it's going to take you to get there and back." And we're like, I was like, "It's right up there." I was like, "We can jump on the highway." They're like, "No, you can't." They're like, "You'll never get there, bro." And we're like, "Oh,
nope.
Okay."
Yeah, no.
No.
Nope. Just no. But what does Jody often say when she walks by here joking around with me? She says, just no. Just no. Just no. I'm not driving in Los Angeles. I ain't driving in New York. I drive in Chicago.
I mean, come on.
I drive in Chicago because I'm used to it. I'm a native South Sider. I've done the traffic thing in Chicago. I've done that.
I mean, come on here. Why do you think Mike Joy refers to plate racing in NASCAR as a 401?
Oh,
bumper to bumper, and you ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
I remember we went to New York. We went to New York a couple of years ago, and for my friend's bachelor party,
right?
We stayed up in New York, and they all got in a cab from one of the places we were going back to our hotel, and I was like, "Screw it, I'll just walk."
Just walk it.
Yep.
I beat them back. I was waiting for them at the door, and they were like, "How'd you get back so fast?" I was like, "Because I walked, and you guys got stuck in traffic." I was like, "You guys were in traffic the whole time. I was walking back."
Oh goodness. I had a visitor. I had a friend visit me in Chicago. And we were dating at the time, and I rented a car. Dodge Intrepid, dear Lord.
Oh, wow.
I remember those.
Yeah, Dodge Intrepid. With a seat so low, my tall ass nearly sat on the floor.
Yep. I remember them.
That was the first car I ever rented was a Dodge Intrepid. I knew what I kind of knew what I was getting into. But then I didn't when I opened the door and sat down and thought I was going to go through the floor. Anybody who's
that's the joy of the Trep. That Trep was a great car. That was my first car.
Anybody who drove a Dodge and Trip and knew it wasn't for tall people, because that some bitch had me sitting on the floor. Anyway, she wanted to drive it. All right, I'll trust you. You know, we nearly wound up back in Indianapolis. I warned her. I said, do you really want to drive through this traffic? It's nighttime. There ain't much traffic up here, dear. I have 3 words.
Yeah.
I had 3 words for her. I said, and this was 2004. I said, I got 3 words for you. She says, what's that? This is Chicago. There's always traffic. Trust me.
Always.
Yeah, we nearly wound up back in Indianapolis. Came back. Well, she said she was going to drive around the corner and then pick me up when I went in the Subway and grabbed us some dinner. 20 minutes passed, 30 minutes passed, 40 minutes passed, to the point where a police officer walked up to me and I was crying. He said, what's wrong? I lost 2 very important things. What's that? I lost my girlfriend and I lost a $20,000 car.
Oh.
Just at that moment, when he pulled out his notepad, she pulls up. I shook the officer's hand. I said, thank you. I got in the car and laughed my head off.
I'll be on my way.
She says, I nearly wound up back in Indianapolis. I said, what did you do? She says, I went to turn the corner, which was a one-way street. Don't! Y'all see the look on my face, right?
Yep.
That's why Jody made the rule that whenever we go to Chicago, that I do the driving, which is no problem. I mean,
you say so.
For years, it's no problem for me. I'm used to it. I've done it. I mean, hell, I sat in traffic on 95th Street.
Oh,
you know what, Pizzle? You know, an expressway I got used to very quickly when I started driving was the Dan Ryan.
Dan Ryan.
I drove the Dan Ryan. And normally when I drove the Dan Ryan, especially when I worked customer service early in the morning, I got on the Dan Ryan early to beat the traffic. And my mother would call me and said, are you okay getting to work? Yes, I'm fine. Why are you going so early? Traffic. What do you mean traffic? Beating it. I'm not sitting in this ish. My dad took the phone from my mother and he calmly said, you okay, right? Yes, sir. You drove early, right? Yes, sir. That's all I need to hear. Click. I got back home and my dad is laughing. My dad's laughing at my mother. My mother said, I was so worried. Mom, I'm fine. You drove Dan Ryan. You should know the ins and outs of it now. And she goes, but I don't drive it that much. Exactamundo. The next morning, that night, I had to race to Enterprise and pick up a car because I had like 4 games that weekend. I picked up the car, brought it back, sat it in front of the house. My dad took a look at it and he said, you know, that's a sports car, right? Yep. All they had available. All right. My mother, I get up the next morning early.
Oh, no.
I knew I had to be at my job by 7. I said, I'm making sure I beat the traffic because if I get out of this house later than 5 o'clock, I'm a dead duck. So I got out early, zoomed to work. Just as I was about to sign in on my computer, my mother
Ding.
called me. Where are you? At work. Why are you at work? Because I took early hours. Why'd you take early hours? I have a game this afternoon, and I got 4 games this weekend. Then came the question I was afraid to answer, and so was my dad because he knew the secret. How'd you get to work so fast? Mom, are you sitting down? And my boss is looking at me at this time, and my boss is cracking up. He says, yeah, I'm sitting down. How'd you get to work? Did you catch an early train? No. I drove. The next sound I heard in my imagination was my mother hitting the floor with a loud, sickening thud from But in reality, the next sound I heard was my father laughing because my dad knew what I did. Well, that afternoon, I got off work early. Everybody was catching the bus, fearing traffic. I'm fearing traffic. So I called my coach and said, I'm going to be about 30 minutes late. I'm just getting off work, and I'm going to have some traffic coming from Deerfield. He said, that's fine. Just get here when you get here. We'll try and hold them off as long as we can because we got a double header for you. Sweet. You know, there was no traffic from Deerfield to the south side, and I got from there in 40 minutes. I drove that in 40 minutes. I get there, my boss says, I thought you were going to be late. I thought I was going to be late too. I saw traffic, and I thought I'm dead. Nope. Oh boy, Damian Hernandez with us, along with a bunch of people in the Fanatics feedback.
Well, that reminds me, Snowman. That reminds me of one of the great episodes of Married with Children.
Oh no.
When Al takes the entire day off because he wants to go to some picnic.
Yep.
And they spend the entire day stuck in Chicago traffic.
Yes.
and then the punchline at the end of the episode is they don't even get to where they are. They move one exit up, and he takes it, and it's the exit for their house.
The queen is here.
Hello.
All hail.
Finally, all
Cute
hail.
queen.
I'm not cute.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I said it.
No.
We said it.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. I ain't cute.
Okay.
Says you. Now there's something I need to play, and I can't find it. And it's the dog's fault. He snuck in the truck again.
No.
I do
How is
apologize
that
if I missed
possible?
the arcade, by the way.
You're fine. But
We
guess
held
what
it
I've
off
done?
for you.
I figured you'd enjoy that. And now, 50 after the hour, 10 minutes before the new hour. Get your quarters ready.
I have a $50. Is that good enough?
Yeah, it works.
All right.
You can trade it. You can trade it for tickets.
That works.
Trade it. You know what you do with a $50, right? You go up to the desk and say, "Look, I don't have any quarters. I just got this $50 here." They look around, see nobody's looking, take the $50, give you a couple tickets, give you the quarters, and you're off and running.
There you go.
Yep. That is true.
Okay, Luna, what kind of arcade news do you have for us?
All right. I brought my Luna outfit because today I'm here with some Marvel Rivals news.
Oh, what you got for us? Let's hear it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you guys know, if you play Marvel Rivals, tomorrow marks the halfway point in Season 5. So tomorrow will be the start of the 5.5 update. And this week has brought a lot of news thanks to the Rivals devs. First of all, the introduction of the 5.5 new character. And joining the battle tomorrow is Gambit's newlywed wife, Anna Marie, aka Rogue.
Rogue and Gambit. Who didn't see that one coming?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm sure you guys know there's been arguments and debates about what she's going to be.
Yep.
Marvel Rivals officially broke that argument on Tuesday, revealing she is a Vanguard.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's a tank. Watch out.
Oh,
that's interesting.
She's a tank.
She's a tank.
That's interesting.
Tank.
And not only that,
tank!
She will have an ability that can steal abilities from other characters.
R.I.P.
Oh.
Well, that's her ability, though.
That's gonna get nerfed pretty quick.
Oh no, it's part of her whole thing. It's not going to be nerfed.
That's
Although
her.
if it does get
comic book.
If it does get any
book
kind
accurate.
of, you are aware that there
Yeah.
are a lot of people who play Rivals that haven't read the comics before, myself included.
I'm just saying that's her ability in the comic. Her ability is she steals other people's abilities.
Right.
Huh. Well, now,
I'm just trying to tell you though, Deets, a lot of people will not have read the comics.
But that's
before. You have to keep in mind that not everyone is
that's
going
a great
to know
power
that.
to have though in a video game. In video game world, that's a great power to have when you can just steal other people's powers.
100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Well,
man.
I guess it kind of makes sense. She married a thief then.
Speaking of Marvel Rivals, Jen, is Marvel Rivals up for anything tonight?
Yep. As you guys know, tonight is also the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And yes, like Deets asked, Marvel Rivals is up for an award. They are up for Best Ongoing Game with some tough competition going up. They are going up against Fortnite. They're going up against Final Fantasy 14. They're going up against Helldivers 2, which was last year's winner. So the question is, can Rivals do it? Or will Helldivers 2 make it 2 years in a row? Or, out of nowhere, will Fortnite finally take it after all these years?
That's a tough choice.
Fortnite's got the money to buy that award.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it's the gamer awards. I don't put anything past them.
If you guys are curious, Uma Musume is also up for an award.
Best mobile game.
Best mobile game. So the question is, who's taking it? Is it going to be Uma Musume or is it going to be Wuthering Waves?
Uma Musume.
We hope it's Uma Musume as well.
Uma Musume.
Anyway, back to Marvel Rivals news. We also have some hero adjustments. And let's start off with the big one that's causing full-on arguments all over the internet. The Luna Snow buff. I am not kidding. Everybody is in shambles over this buff. I literally have the picture up right here if you want me to read it word for word.
Read it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Luna cools down her foes even faster and gets a brand new ability. She's never beating the allegations, is she? New ability. Luna can apply Idol Aura to herself, separate from Share the Stage. When Idol Aura is active, 10% of healing to allies is converted into healing for Luna herself. And she gains a 10% healing bonus and a 10% damage boost.
Ooh.
Reduce
Well, damn.
absolute zero startup time and increase projectile speed from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second.
Oh boy.
Everyone is absolute fuming about this. They're making all sorts of comments and jokes about Luna being the industry plant of the game because of this. It's like she's not in meta for half a season and boom, NetEase mega buffs her. I get where it's coming from, but like, I'm a Luna main here, ladies and gents. I'm eating good. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Yeah, when you're winning, we're all winning.
Yeah. We also had some news about their winter event this year.
Okay.
And the Jeff Winter mode is coming back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, Chris has his controller. Oh, man. Chris is prepared already.
It's the arcade. You got to have a controller.
Yep.
Hold up.
There you go.
Someone say controller?
There you go. I have an entire... My controller is an entire studio that I have here.
I told this to Dog before the show. I've got an arcade topic too. So
what you got? Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break for the top of the hour? We'll stay inside the arcade, and after Dietz is done with his subject, I say prepare the Umas.
Yes.
I haven't even had time to prepare anything for that, Snowman.
Oh man!
Trust me, with the story I got, you got time.
I have been out all day, so I haven't been able to prepare.
Okay, so we'll bring the Umas back next Tuesday, and it'll kick off the show.
Sounds good.
Gotcha. They get a rest this week.
Yep, they get a rest.
Although in Uma news, can we all agree? Can Uma Musume be the game to finally bring Pita down?
Yes.
Because here's the thing. I don't know if you guys saw, but Pita made a tweet using Uma Musume. They were basically going against the fans, but in doing so, they also posted a picture that is in direct violation of several of Cygames' terms about fan art for the game.
Oh.
Damn.
Not only did they make a gory fan art of Silence Suzuka in pain from one of her tragic accidents during a race, but it's the fact that they are trivializing on Silence Suzuka's tragedy for their own gain. It goes against several rules that Cygames made about fan art for the Umas.
Wow.
So, with that in mind, is Pita finally done? Is it going to be Anime Horse Girls that takes the company down?
We'll take a.
We certainly hope so.
Let's take a break. One can only hope. And speaking of that, Michigan, one can only hope. We're headed to the top of the hour. Headed to the top of hour 2. Don't forget, tomorrow, Snowman's got some hockey for you. Blackhawks and Blues from St. Louis. My first call since 2014. I can't wait for it. Take a break. More inside the arcade. And also, when y'all get back, what the hell is going on in Michigan? Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, The largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant. Weather. Devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States. Inspiration. A breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. 'Cause we take this job so serious.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Good.
A shout to Napoleon who sent me the materials for that. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whoops.
Try again.
You're listening to WQVZ 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
10:04 is your time. Hour 2 of this 3-hour spectacular. And if you thought that we were going away easy,
that's a lie.
I have the feeling if I send that to Pizzle, they'll use the daylights out of it.
Yes.
Especially with the playoffs.
And Tiny Tim.
And Tiny Tim, yes. And
Napoleon in the comments saying, you see it, don't you? You know what button to press.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Lord.
Napoleon in the comments here with us saying, because yes, Gura, it is you.
Of course.
Of course.
Yep.
Now, before we move on, hey, Sharon Moore, this is for you.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, get all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, Dominos, vámonos. Stupid University, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
Screw
I
that
need to
up.
hear the story behind
How
this.
do you screw that up?
I mean,
How do you
not
just-
wrong.
Are we doing this first, or are we doing my gaming first?
Oh,
We'll say, you know what? I've said all I need to say about Sharon Moore. We're still inside the arcade, and Dietz has some news. Dietz, take it away.
Okay, so before I get to the brand new topic, let me just give you some backstory.
All right.
My first system, my intro into gaming was the Nintendo Entertainment System. Or as the kids call it today, the NES.
NES, absolutely.
Now there were 3 games that I started with. Mario, Zelda,
yep,
and Metroid.
Duck Hunt.
All right, those were the three that got me in, and I played them back to front all the time. Now, the new Metroid Prime 4 came out, I believe it was not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday prior.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
oh no,
it gets caught up in controversy right from the jump. Now,
what is it this time?
Now here's where this goes. So for those of you in the chat, I know you may not know the shocking reveal of the first Metroid that debuted in 1989, but if I'm going to spoil a 40-year message for you, here we go. So the big reveal at the end of the very first Metroid game, because Metroid was a game, you were a soldier and you were in an armored suit and you got to shoot things and roll around in a ball and shoot aliens.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was the game. It was awesome. We all played it. But when you beat the game, at the end of the game, the main character took their helmet off and you saw the flowing blonde hair, and the reveal was the main character, Samus, was a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this in 1989, I'm going to do this for the YouTube people. I'll describe it for the radio listeners. When this moment happened, this was how 1989 Dietz reacted to Samus is a girl. Huh. All right. That was the reaction. The reaction was Samus is a girl. Okay. Awesome. Let's go. This game rocks. Let's keep playing.
But
that's it. That was the reaction. Now, fast forward to 2016, 2015, 2016, around that era.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's in gaming knows. People who are not in gaming, they may have heard this term before, but that was when the famous Gamergate came out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the point of Gamergate was there's not enough female representation in video games.
Yep.
And everybody said, you people are dumb.
You're tripping.
Samus has been around since 1989, and she's a girl.
We have Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. Hello.
This was the whole push of the great Anita Sarkeesian, and how she got into gaming was there's not enough there's not enough female representation. And everybody said Samus is a girl, but journalists jumped on this, and that's how Gamergate got blown out of proportion in 2016, saying not enough female representation. Fast forward to 2025, the current, the year of our Lord, and the same journalists that said not enough female representation, because Metroid 4 Prime came out, and obviously Samus is the main character, they decided this would be a great time to talk about Samus is actually a trans character.
Oh,
Now, I want to be strict about
get
this.
out.
The same people who said not enough female representation decided to take one of the icons of female representation in gaming and said, she's a dude. You can't make this stuff. You can't make this stuff up.
Really?
But it gets worse.
Make this up.
Oh no.
But it gets worse.
It gets worse.
No.
Oh no.
If it
It
gets
gets
worse, I
worse.
want to hide. I want to go and hide. Please let me
In
go and hide.
the article,
You wanna
in the article that described all of this. Now, we're going to talk about this, and I know people are going to say, "Why are you talking about this on this program?" We're talking about this here because Snowman, you went to one of the best journalism schools in the world. Northwestern journalism is one of the best schools for journalism in all in all of colleges. Okay,
even with my stops at Chicago State and Northeast Missouri State, I always will treasure my time at Northwestern.
Bro, I want to get some journalism tips from you now.
so this is where this dies down, because the journalists that have been pushing this new theory that Samus is trans all of a sudden, they go back to a program. They go back to an article that was written in 2016 that laid the case out that Samus might be trans. But here's what they say in the article, and I kid you not, they say with Metroid 4, with Metroid Prime 4 premiering, it is time to address the popular theory that Samus is a trans character.
That's a popular theory.
I want you to remember that phrase. Popular theory. And they cited the article that they got this theory from. Now, Jen, I'm going to ask you a numbers question. As a popular theory on the article cited, how many comments do you think there were on that?
A popular theory, I'm going to be expecting hundreds, if not thousands, of comments.
Okay.
But considering what we're talking about, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be people just like reading this and just instantly going, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
What in the
Jen, I'm gonna take you at your low number. If you said 100, people commented on this. Now, mind you, it's been 10 years. This article was written in 2016. It is now 2025.
And it only has like about 100 comments.
Oh no, you're off. You're off by 80.
120.
There are 19 comments on this popular theory.
No.
Now, Snowman, it gets even better because Snowman, I'll ask you, out of these 19 comments, how many individuals do you think commented?
I'm going to say 3.
I hide now.
You are so close, because out of the 19 comments, they were made by 4 individuals.
I hide now.
Now I want you to understand this. This is as written in the article, this popular theory was commented on by 4 people. 4. Not even a handful. 4 people.
That's not a popular theory. What are we on?
And I mean,
whose collective brain cell? Wait a minute. Whose freaking collective brain cell just went to hell?
That's assuming they even have a brain cell to write something as dumb as this.
You know what? Where is it? I moved it again. You know what? Deed said it best a long time ago.
What are we doing?
Forget Dolt of the Week. That person who wrote the article is Dolt of the Decade.
And popular theory, you could play Cole. I mean, that's a lie. They're just blatantly lying.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Blatantly lying.
Okay, Deeds. I'll honor your request.
That's a lie.
Yeah. So I mean, this is where I bring Snowman's journalism into this. Like, that is journalistically lying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot say something is popular, cite it, and have people go to it and go, "This ain't popular at all."
Right.
And it wasn't popular because everyone knows, and I'm going to say this clearly as I can. Samus is a girl, period. End of story, end of discussion. There was no problem. And look, if trans people want to say, hey, we want a character, make your own game. Make a game. Make it awesome. Make it something we all want to play, and then say, by the way, the character's trans. You cannot just steal a character and say, hey, she's been around for 40 years, but we're going to change the backstory. That's not how these things work. You cannot do that.
You can't say something is popular when you can't prove it. You can't say.
Oh my gosh.
You want like an example of like something like something popular that we thought was a theory to only then be confirmed canon?
Mm-hmm.
I hate to bring it up, but K-pop
popular theory. Okay.
There was a popular theory all around the fan base as to who killed Rumi's mother.
Oh,
only for it to be confirmed by Netflix and Sony themselves in an art book.
Mm-hmm.
The theory was that it was actually Celine who did it. Only for it to be confirmed in the art book on a single picture of Rumi directly asking Celine, "Why did you kill my mother?"
And I'm sure there's Reddit pages with about 1,000 replies.
Yep.
And hundreds of thousands. That's called popular.
Not to mention, this is also the same art book that confirms Zoe has a thing for monsters.
What I mean, I mean, come on.
You know what? I'll give you all another popular theory that's actually canon. LeBron James knowing how to play basketball.
Oh no.
Speaking of which,
no.
Why we stand Bobby 101. He's actually great to the girls. Bobby is adorable. And I don't know if you guys saw, you remember the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Yes.
Did you guys see Ken John there?
Yes.
Yep.
He's literally manifesting Bobby.
I didn't see the parade because I was ignoring.
Basically, the singing voices of Huntrix performed Golden at the parade, but Ken John, who voices their manager Bobby in the film, got to introduce them. Not only did he actually introduce them like full on Bobby mode, but towards the end of the song, the camera cut to him. He was holding out his phone, being super energetic, singing along to the song, just like Bobby would.
Just like Bobby.
Bobby.
But Snowman, my story goes back to what we talked about in the first segment of, hey, just say something. Say, oh, here's the source, and hope people don't go and look. Hope people don't go and look it up. The problem is, you have the internet now.
Yep.
You have people who are autistically into finding out every little thing they can.
Yep.
Someone's going to find out this ain't. If you link the article, someone's gonna find out it ain't what you said it was, and it destroys your entire thesis is destroyed in one sentence.
I'll give you two places where their journalistic integrity I question a lot because I'm old and I'm old school. The first one is Clutch Sports.
Who?
And there's another one. I can't think of the name right now. No, yes, I can. Athlon Sports.
Yeah.
Athlon Sports is a bleeping joke. Okay? Because they put these articles out, they sensationalize the title, and then when you read it, it's like, wait a minute. I already know. Give me this button. I got it. I got to use a button here. I got to be nice and keep the goal of what my wife put up here in mind, but I am going to do this. I want you to hang tight with me. Athlon Sports put out these articles. They sensationalize the title. And then when you read like the first paragraph, you're like, wait, I already know this shit. True or false?
Sure. You mean like the greatest article of all time? The college football playoff was a massive success, but changes need to be made.
Changes need to.
That's an Athlon Sports special right there.
Yes, it is. Ryan McCarthy is with us. A Pizzle's brain is buffering as it was a moment ago. Squiggles with us as well. McCarthy says the New Jersey Devils announced Tino Meyer has been taking a personal leave of absence to attend to a family matter. Prayers up to the Meyer family. Absolutely.
Yes.
Excuse me. Who else is with us in the feedback zone? Damian Hernandez. Oh dear Lord. When we talk football, Damian's always there, but we love him. Napoleon's with us as well. We got the hashtag going. Climb for Chris. We're gonna keep that going.
Yes.
Oh God. Harold Deneau is with us.
That's interesting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I think that's sick. I think that's sick, Diggy.
Sick on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's his. I think that's his ID.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because that's his. You can confirm that because that's what he usually.
That is. All
right. What's up, sick? And Cartman.
A little bit of breaking news here on my end. I just found out about. You remember how I was talking about the lawsuit going on between Jordan, Hamlin, and NASCAR?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, after a crap ton of damning text messages, which I think NASCAR is going to have their head up their ass for a while because they went after a whole lot of owners, including Richard Childress, they have settled everything out of court.
Not surprised.
Jim France's lack of testimony plus all these text messages, I think NASCAR just got severely damaged.
Well, they severely damaged themselves throughout the whole damn thing.
Ryan also has something in the chat for us.
My brain is buffering.
I think I already read it.
My brain is buffering. What else is new? What else is new?
Well, I was not paying attention to that.
All right. We got to take a break. But when you all get back, we're going to have some more fun. I got a few more broadcast stories to tell us. It is our 30th season. And
we got a pick to make.
Oh,
actually, two.
Two?
Actually, yeah, we do.
One.
Two, because we got NFL.
We got NFL, and we got the game of games.
You know what? I'll give my thoughts on the meme game for Thursday Night Football. And yes, I said it, the meme game for Thursday Night Football. We'll make that pick for some god awful reason, and we'll do more when you all get back. Hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning continues. Introduce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Cause we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Yes, the question today still remains. What did Father O'Shaughnessy do to deserve that?
It broke me then. It broke me then, and it breaks me now every time I hear that.
I'm surprised we haven't had a version of that for Father O'Cochran.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? I'm going to make one right now. You know what?
No.
You don't want to do that.
Try me.
Bring it. Okay, you know what? Bring it on.
Give me this camera.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me the camera.
Say it again.
Give me this camera.
Oh, no.
All right. All right, folks.
Keep my pen up.
You know what I got to say? This Father O'Cochran needs to go to hell. That's what he needs to do.
What did I ever do to you, my child?
Let's see. What haven't you done?
I haven't done anything to you. I just got here.
How about the whole thing about, you know, your doggone innuendos? Dirty mind.
Innuendos are you
Dirty
talking
mind.
about?
Dirty mind.
What innuendos are you talking about?
You know exactly what I mean.
I have not done any innuendos on this program.
I can do this.
Oh, I'm not saying anything like that.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying whenever somebody brings up the subject of bones.
Well, that's your fault for thinking that way.
You're the one who says it.
But you're the one who just brought it up.
You're the one who says it, though.
But you said it this morning.
When did I ever say that this morning, okay?
Just now.
No. Listen here, you are taking me out of context, mister.
How can I take you out of context where you never put in the context?
Okay, you want some context? How about whenever any of us are talking about anything and one of us mentions like bones or something, and then you come in, will you quit talking about bones? No one wants to hear about that life.
But see, you already mentioned it twice.
I'm getting nowhere with this, am I?
Nope.
Okay, I'll stop.
Snowman that ruined it. Come on.
I'll stop. I started as soon as Jen said I'm getting nowhere with this, I broke. But
Dude, you are getting nowhere with this. Come on.
But I do have the line that you wanted to say. And I am going to make a bumper out of that.
Yeah, I wanted that, and I wanted to laughing from that, just like the Shaughnessy one. But nah, we couldn't have that.
Well, that's not my fault. Father O'Shaughnessy knows Tony Graffinino wore a skirt higher than. Oh, I can't say that here.
Hey, hey. Whatever did I do to you, my child? I mean, come on here, seriously. I mean, I just get back here on my phone like that. You're doing this to me? What did I ever do to you?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, now I agree with Playmaker. Father O'Shaughnessy does need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
My child, what did I ever do to you?
What do you ever do, period?
We got things to do.
It's not my fault you're a fan of a fellow who had a hole in his glove for 17 seconds.
What?
You're really gonna bring up Tuka Rask in this situation? It's not my fault that apparently Tuka had problems. I mean, it's not my fault.
I want to hear about this skirt thing.
Se la cucaracha. I don't.
Shut up, Pizzle. Shut up, Pizzle.
Can we just, by the way, notice? How are you keeping a straight face like that?
Because I tell you, I tell you exactly how he's keeping a straight face, because Deets knows our crazy asses.
Yeah,
That's
but like
how.
even with Dawn's Alarm Island thing, he never even reacted to that.
You know what? I will say it again. Deets has hung out long enough with us to know. Deets has been here 9 years to know we're all nuts.
He's seen it all.
He has seen and heard it all. And when he did Fit Down Sports Show, and I really hope you bring that show back, because I'll put it on my.
I mean, I've only been here for half a year.
If you bring Fit Down Sports Show back, I'll run it on my network just to piss everybody off. Okay, I'll run it on my network. Period. I'll produce the damn thing.
We're trying. We're trying. When we get our equipment upgrade, that's when.
Understood.
Why would it piss people off though? What happened?
Say again.
Why would it piss people off though if it came back?
Because Fit Down.
Because it pissed people off when I had it on the air.
Yep.
Why though? What did you do?
Show is like Fit Down Sports Show in the evening is like Snowman in the morning. We say what the big networks won't say.
Which types of people do you want me to tell you I pissed off the most? I mean, Jen, you can go on YouTube and see how I pissed off every Marvel fan you could think of.
Oh Lord!
When I did a 3 hour breakdown of Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
He did.
3 hours of breaking down the entire movie, and every Marvel fan was every MCU fan was absolutely abhorred with me. And that's just the Marvel end. The sports end was even worse.
Oh, listen, when I had the most fun being on Fit Down, I would appear every Thursday with him when we talked football, and Dietz would bring me in. I'd be at work. All right, this was 2018 and 19. I'd be at work. Chris would hear the noise in the background, and I'd have to mute my phone and take my phone with me all over the house because I worked in a group home at the time. What surprised Dietz is when I was doing the show, everybody was settled, and one night, one of the clients came in, heard the conversation we were talking about, and weighed in. He sat with me for an hour. We were talking everything from the games on that Sunday to Thursday night football, and I had to jump off because Jody was picking me up from work. So yeah, just like this show, Fit Down Sports Show gets all the audiences, man.
And Jen, the other thing that pissed everybody off is we took live callers.
Yes, we did.
we had a live call-in number, and we would be talking about like the Green Bay Packers, and all of a sudden somebody would call up and be like, "What about the Cleveland Browns?" And we'd be like, "We're not talking about them." All right, let's go.
We don't care about the Cleveland Browns. They're the Cleveland Browns.
I remember,
and we're the Cleveland Browns.
We had this whole program set up around talking about the NFC North, and we were breaking it down. Me and not Victor from our show, but my one of my best friends, Victor, who was co-hosting with me. We were going to talk about that the whole time, and the first guy calls in and is like, "I want to talk about Baker Mayfield and the Browns," and we ended up talking about the Browns for 2 hours.
Yes. And of course I jump, and of course I jump in, and the first thing Dietz would tease me with is, "So how beat up are your 49ers this year?" And I'd sit there laughing. My boss would come in, and she would say, "Okay, what team are y'all talking about?" And I'd put my head down and go, "My 49ers." And one day, my boss heard Dietz's show and jumped in. I had the phone on. My boss came in the house, and and she says, No. Go ahead. You're fine. I just need to do some inventory. Well, the subject of the Dallas Cowboys came up.
Oh, man.
And my boss raced in the room faster than Emmitt Smith on a draw play. And her eyes lit up and went, "Cowboys? Are they talking about the Cowboys?" Now, at this point, I hear Dietz and Victor dying. And then Dietz recovers and says, "Okay, let's talk about the Cowboys." She pipes in and goes, "Yeah, let's talk about the Cowboys. They're America's team." And by this point, I'm on the floor laughing. I'm cracking up. And Dietz says, "Oh, we got another Cowboy fan here." I'm just in the chair dying. These two are going back and forth about the Cowboys when they had another team in mind they were going to talk about.
Or the best fit down story of all time is my original host, me and Walrus. Yeah. We start doing the show, and it's preseason, and we're breaking down the Big Ten, and we start talking about Iowa. I don't know why, but we just started talking about Iowa, and we're breaking them down. And this guy, and all of a sudden, I look up at the screen, and I'm like, "Oh, we got a caller." And this is the reason we root for Iowa, and we talked about Iowa every year, because a guy came on and was so mad that this is the Big Ten. Why are you guys talking about Iowa? And we're like, "Oh, really? You don't want us to talk about Iowa? Let's keep going." And I was like, "Walrus, let's keep going." And we went for another hour
talking about
Iowa football just to piss this guy off that calls at the time to call into our show.
And some of the best times I have with Deets on the air is whenever Iowa plays Northwestern, be it at Kinnick Stadium or at Ryan Field. When Deets would do the show and Iowa and Northwestern are on the schedule to play, Deets would send me a message. You got to come on, right? Like, what? Yeah, you got to come. Look who's playing this Saturday. That's all he would say to me. He would go, look in the Big Ten and see who's playing this Saturday. I'd look it up. Oh, man, Iowa at Northwestern. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a conversation. And we didn't even talk about the game. We just know Northwestern was playing Iowa. We were sharing stories about those two schools. And the next thing I know, an hour had passed. I'm like, what? And then at the end of this was 2018. At the end of the conversation, Deets, I love you dearly, brother. He says, you got to go through us to win the Big Ten, right? I said, we're going to go through y'all to win the Big Ten. What the hell are you talking about? No, you're not. Yes, we are. Northwestern winds up winning. And Deets sends me a message that goes, damn it.
Damn it. We also at Fit Down, we also have the awesome track record of one show I opened up, and we did our show at 9:00 on Wednesday nights.
Yep.
This when we started, it was late night. We did it 9:00 on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
So 9 p.m. rolls around. I jump in the seat and I just go off on the Nebraska athletic director. He needs to be he should have been fired like yesterday. Go into all the reasons he should be fired. I go, this guy hasn't been fired yet. He should be fired immediately. I lay down. I get a message from ESPN an hour after the show. Nebraska AD fired. This is what we did. Our very first segment, we fired Butch Jones from Tennessee.
Oh man!
Somebody called in and said, "What do you think about the Vols?" I said, "They're not going to have a coach after the first quarter."
Sure enough.
So that's kind of why everybody had their qualms with the Fit Down, because we told it like it is. If you screw up, we fired you.
And that's why we love having you here. We've had you on this show for 9 seasons now. This is your 9th year. Can't believe it's been 9 years because of all the fun that we had. And that's why we love you, man. You say it like you tell it like it is. That's why I love this crew that I put together. We all do the same thing. We tell it like it is. And one of the best moments of Deets telling it like it is was a Cowboys broadcast that he did on my channel, on my network. He and Victor did the call of the Cowboys and the Packers. And the one line, which I'm going to make a bumper out of, Dak back to throw, and he throws it to, oh, Jesus Christ. That happened live on the air. I was sitting here in the office producing it, and I was looking at this monitor. Pizzle, let me set the stage for you. I had Deets and Company here on this monitor in front of me. I had this monitor over here to my left. And I'm doing the producing. I'm listening to Deets' call, waiting for him to cue it to go to a break or whatever. And then I hear that line. I turn around, and I look at him, and I see the look on his face, and I put the headset down and walked out laughing.
Now, the setup to that, Pizzle, was Victor and I, like a drive before that play happened. I think it was earlier in that drive anyway. Mm-hmm. But earlier in the game, Victor and I were having a conversation about if it's 3rd and 6, throw the ball 7 yards.
Yes.
Right.
Don't throw it 4 yards. So 3rd and 6 happens. And what does Dak do? He throws a completed pass 4 yards.
4 yards.
And that's why I said Dak throws the ball to Jesus Christ. I was like, he's short of the first down. You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this up, man.
And then you've got the even better. Then you got just equally as good is Victor and I were talking about. Oh, the Cowboys don't have any. I was like, the Cowboys don't have anybody in the middle of the field. They get burned for a touchdown, and I go,
yep.
How about we put a guy in the middle of the gosh darn field?
And then later on, I get a message from Deeds, and I'll have to have him send me the points again. He said, you want this point right here and this point right here, and you want to make bumpers out of these. Trust me.
I'll have to look those up.
I went back and listened to it, and I died laughing again because I heard both of them live, and I'm already laughing. My wife's in bed. She hears me laughing. She comes in and she goes, "What game are you watching?" Cowboys and Packers. I'm going back to bed. She went back to bed. They took a break. Came back from break. I'm sitting there dying because my wife visited me here in the studio. Just like, I'm going back to bed. I ain't got to deal with this. But I'm making both. If I get the chance today, I'm making both of those bumpers today.
Yeah, I'll find them out for the show. It's
make both of
pretty
those
good.
today. I got quite a few to make, but I have to do it after I jump on Rod Peterson's show today because I'm scheduled to be on with him at 1:15 this afternoon. I got to get a couple more for Pizzle, but we already got the main. We already got the main one. Well, that game bleeping sucked. But the one I'm working on is the one that I have, which is the original when he popped on Snowman in the morning after the Dolphins-Bills game, and the Bills beat up the Dolphins. And we were trying our best, as we do every day, to watch our language. Then Pizzle pops in. We bring up the Dolphins and the Bills, and the first sentence out of his mouth, he said, "Well, that game bleeping sucked," and we lost it.
And I asked you before you brought me on, are we uncensored? Yes. Bring me on.
Yep. I said, and he did ask me, "Are we uncensored today?" And I thought about it for a moment. You know what? Yeah, we're uncensored. And Pizzle's face said, "Game on."
Speaking of losing it, and let's bring this back to reality here of where we are. I know we had a nostalgic run of old stuff that we talked about, but new business. What do we called old man Joe Flacco? If he's old man, what do we call Phillip Rivers?
Ancient.
I mean,
Father Time.
Where did I want to know? And Snowman, this has got. I'm gonna give you some homework here. You got to get in touch with your boy Matt Taylor and find out how in Sam's hell the Colts found Phillip Rivers. How'd they dig up the corpse of Phillip Rivers? How did that happen?
Deeds, I'm way ahead of you. I just sent a message to Matt Taylor.
Absolutely. I think that's fascinating.
Now think about it. Matt Taylor is the radio voice of the Colts. He's also one of my best friends. But he's going to keep it real, but he's going to keep it like Colts friendly. But what I love about Matt Taylor is that he also tells it like it is. All my broadcasting friends that we've had on this program, Wayne Larrabee included, Bill Schoening included, Tim Roy, Matt Taylor, everybody that I've had on this program, they all tell it like it is.
Damien.
And I love you, Damien. His mummy returns. Oh, God. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers is a Colt on the practice squad, and they're leaning towards starting him over the rookie Riley Leonard. And my first question is, why?
He's not there's no way he's starting this week. There's no way they can put him at court. There's no way they can start him this. I mean, what? 4 days? He's been around the team for 4 days. There's no way.
Hold on. Dr. K gave me a great response. I said the question, why are they starting Phillip Rivers over Riley Leonard? And behind me, my wife says, because he's a good player.
Well.
Wait. Napoleon, I love you for this. He says Cam Newton upset he didn't get the call, but Phillip Rivers did. Well, Cam Newton can't play.
He was upset.
Cam Newton can't play. And he's a cancerous player.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask the New England Patriots.
But speaking of the Colts,
yeah,
I want to address something I said on Monday. Snowman, if I could have this camera for a minute.
Okay, call for it. You know what to say.
Yeah, so give me this camera.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for.
All right. I'm going to explain this. I don't know the Indianapolis terminology, so I'm just going to explain it my way. I don't care who the quarterback is. I hope it's Riley Leonard, but let's just assume it's Riley Leonard. If the Colts have the ball and it's 0-0 or 3-0, and it's their first drive of the game, line up, as I call it, 21 personnel, which is 2 wide receivers on one side, 1 split end on the other side, a tight end, and a running back in shotgun.
Yep.
And what I call Philadelphia, which means the outside receivers are running fly routes, the inside tight end is running a seam, and the other guy's running a drag.
Yep.
Why run this play on the first play? Because I think they're playing Seattle. If they bring 9 guys in the box to stop Jonathan Taylor, you run play action. If the guy has one-on-one coverage on the outside, you throw it as far as you can and hope he can run underneath it.
Yep, that would be Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce or Michael Pittman, whichever one is on the whichever one has the single coverage, because they're probably going to roll coverage to Michael Pittman. It's probably going to be Pierce, but if Pittman is one-on-one with this guy, throw it. Just throw it as far as you can.
Yes. Over to your left a little more, Deeds. Over to your left a little more.
Yeah, I'm always looking at the horizontal one. So here's why you do that, though. You do that for 2 reasons. One, because everybody and their mother is thinking the Colts don't have a quarterback. They're going to run the football.
Right.
So you start with throwing the ball over the top. One, you might hit them for a big play. But even if you don't hit them for a big play, you at least make those safeties back up and respect that you're still going to throw the football.
Right.
And that's why I said it doesn't matter who their quarterback is, they have to show teams we're still willing to pass the ball.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, if they just hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor, they're going to go Bill Parcells 11-man blitzes, and there's going to be nowhere for him to run.
Yep, they're going to go with 11 personnel all day. And I agree with you. That first play has got to be a pass play. And we mentioned Alec Pierce, mentioned Michael Pittman. You know who you throw the ball to? I have 2 choices for you. Number 1, you throw the ball to Tyler Warren, who is a big tight end that can run. Number 2, you throw it to a fellow you've neglected in the offense in this 3-game losing streak. His name is Joshua Downs. Throw it to him.
Well, that's why I said have the tight end run that seam route, because the seam route is right on the hash, running right up the middle. If the safety double covers somebody, Tyler Warren's going to be wide open.
Yep.
And if the middle linebacker drops, the middle linebacker might drop to cut that off. Well, Josh Downs is running that drag route, and you have Josh Downs as your check down. Otherwise, throw the ball as far as you can so that nobody can catch it. But at least you show, hey, we can still throw the ball.
Right.
You have to do that. If you don't establish the pass, you're done.
Yep. And that's happened in the last 2 games. All right. I got to put some soup on the stove here in just a moment. I'll do that. We're waiting for Mike and Rand to join us, and my cord just got all mistangled up and everything. So we got to fix that.
And we still have a little bit of business to deal with when it comes down to the notebook.
I'm not picking that game. No. I'm not picking that game.
What, the Army/Navy one?
No. We're saving Army Navy because I want Allie here to pick that game also.
Okay.
He's talking about the Dirty Birds and the Blankeneers.
They're wearing their throwbacks tonight.
Remind me again who they are.
The
Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers, who are the Pirates of the NFC, and the Atlanta Falcons, who are as Tiny Tim likes to call them, the Mylanta Turkeys.
All right, you know what? I know Snowman is the executive here, but let's make this easier for him. Are we all in agreement on blast?
No.
I'm actually going to pick.
Not if they're doing what? Wait, Pizzle, you said they're wearing throwbacks.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are wearing the creamsicles.
They're wearing the creamsicles.
But what are the Falcons wearing? That's more important.
I think they're wearing the throwbacks too.
Well, which the question's going to be which?
Are the helmets red? Are they going to wear their red helmets?
The red helmets and the black jerseys.
That's what they wear anyway. Okay. So that's stupid.
Okay.
Yep.
They should wear the Andre Rison all black uniforms because those were the best uniforms they had.
Andre Terror Rison.
Andre Bad Moon Rison. Okay. I might put the headset on for that game tonight. I might. After what happened last night and nothing worked when I tried to get Iowa State on. All right, I'm going with the home team. I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Hey, Tampa Bay.
Can I go through? Can I actually go through the lines here? I mean,
no, picking the Buccaneers. Did he throw the notebook?
Come on, just
no.
Look,
not yet.
Hey, dog, just don't put any backspin on the notebook, or it'll spin back to you.
For God's sakes.
Hat or no hat? All right, okay, I'll say it. What's the line?
Tampa 4.5, over under 44.5.
Tampa, and I'll lay the points. What the hell is Atlanta have?
Nothing.
Bijan.
Who?
Bijan Robinson from Texas.
Oh, Mr. Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
You really expect me to trust the Mylanta Turkeys to get a big win in the division they'll never, ever win again? Hell no! Give me the Buccaneers, and I'm laying the points.
There you go.
All right. Deets, what do you got for me?
Such an odd game because the Falcons are the Falcons, and the Buccaneers are coming off a loss to the Saints. What in the world? They lost to a quarterback from Purdue.
You mean
What is that?
I won't complete it, but y'all know the rest of the line.
What is happening? But no,
wait a minute.
This game means too much. It means too much to the Buccaneers to drop this one at home under the pirate ship. I gotta go with Baker Mayfield. And you know what? If I'm Tampa Bay, either pregame. Give Baker Mayfield a flag. Let him plant it in the middle of the field, and just live off that for the rest of your days, and let Baker Mayfield be Baker Mayfield.
The Buccaneers lost to the Saints at home. Paul,
Are you kidding me?
Pizzle.
No, we are not. Pizzle.
BUCCANEERS. Go Bucks.
Well, then there's only a couple of words that need to be said before we get to that. By the way, in the standings, the magic number was 14. Jen's currently sitting plus 17.
What? 17? Huh? Where did the other three come
You're
from?
You're sitting plus 17. You gained. Nope, you're sitting plus 17 right now.
Put her on
You know what?
Oh wait, this is NFL.
Yeah.
This is NFL,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and just
This is the NFL side.
Put her on the fence.
Just say 3 words, please.
3 words. 3 words.
Mhm.
Thank you for clarifying that it's 3, so I can say. Wait, we're on the radio, right?
Yep.
No.
Gotcha. Wait, we're not.
Wait, no.
Huh?
No.
Yes.
We're not on the radio.
Boss.
Okay, fine. Yes, we are on the radio today because I did play.
Oh.
I did play an ID, and Ryan just
You robbed
messaged
me of my moment. I could have finally
Wait.
said the full thing again.
I know, but Ryan just messaged me and pointed a finger at me, and plus I'm getting a finger point from Dr. K as well. So we got.
All right,
And I'm looking at this sign that she put in my office. So we got to be
I
nice.
had to double check. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, sweep that ish.
There you go. We're on
And now we wait for Allie to show up.
Who are you guys
For the last
picking tonight? Are you BU Buccaneers or BU Falcons? We'll take a few minutes. Hour number 3 with an ID in front of it. And I got to go put the soup on that we made this past weekend. After this.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. No, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
And every time I saw the word king appear in a song, in the back of my head, I heard Cole. No, sorry, not Cole. Ray say Kang.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Kang.
Actually happened. Live on the air. That actually happened.
He said Kang.
He said Kang. Lord have mercy. 11:07, and we owe you some IDs. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WJKS-TV, your Hoosier Sports Home and Indiana Sports Hub play-by-play voice. You're listening to WBWS-TV, your new Chicago Sports Hub radio voice. You're listening to WHDR-DB, your radio home and voice of the Carolinas.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
11:07. I'm going to get that whole song and I'm going to play it.
Please.
I promise. I'm going to get that whole song and I'm going to play it. We're having fun here on this 3-hour spectacular. Our final show of this calendar year will be next Friday. And for the Christmas week and for the week of New Year's, we're going to roll some old goodies. And I am... What the heck was that? Let's do that. And I am so excited to have you all hear the beginnings of Snowman in the Morning because I began with an old song from Smash Mouth. You'll hear that throughout the Christmas. You'll hear that throughout the Christmas holiday. Pizzle, what are you watching?
What's that?
What are you watching?
I'm not watching anything. I'm just playing a little Madden on the PS4. Doing a little franchise mode, rebuilding the Dolphins.
Okay. I have one important question.
Okay.
Who's your quarterback?
Gardner Minshew.
The hell?
Minshew Mania, brother.
You ain't bringing number 13 back?
He's retired.
Yeah, but he's still the best quarterback the Dolphins ever had.
I know that.
Period.
I know that. I know that.
You can't. I know. I know he's retired. I'm just messing with Pizzle right now. But still, you can sneak Marino in. Have him as a backup.
Have him as a backup to Minshew Mania.
You have. Here's what you do. I know this ain't gonna happen, but I'll go with.
I mean, if Philip Rivers can come back, Dan Marino.
Right. Thank you.
Snaps.
I did. Look, I'll go. It's a joke. I'll go with it. You bring Marino back to scare the hell out of Minshew, and just have him sitting on the bench saying, "You better not mess up, Minshew.
Don't do it.
You better not mess up.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't you do it."
And the moment he messes up, you flip him out for Mr. Marino.
Just like
you bring back Jay Fiedler.
Fiedler on the roof.
Fiedler on the roof. You know what? Let's go with it. Who is, and I want the chat to participate also while we wait for Allie to come in. Who is the absolute worst quarterback you would bring back? Huh? Who's the
Drew Bledsoe?
Ray Lucas.
Who's the absolute worst quarterback you'd bring back for your team? Let me finish that question. Who's the absolute worst quarterback you would bring back for your team?
What?
My answer's the same. Drew Bledsoe.
With Phillip Rivers being back with the Colts on the practice squad, I'd rather have him than Carson freaking Wentz.
Oh no!
What's that move? What's that movie that Adam Sandler remade? That Burt Reynolds was in the original.
Longest Yard.
Well, you know,
Longest Yard.
You know who's playing quarterback for the Longest Yard right now? Somebody Pizzle can bring back. Jay Cutler.
Oh God!
Hell no!
Jay Cutler's lining up for the prison gang right now.
Wait a minute. When I would talk to my mother and she would try her
wish that
best.
on anybody.
Listen, she would try her best, my mother would, to convince me to be a Bear fan. And I looked her in the eye and I said, hell no, I ain't going to be a Bears fan. She says, why is that? Because Joe Montana did it for me for good. When Jay Cutler was the quarterback of the Chicago Bears, my mother would be in my ear almost every damn week talking about, you know how great Jay Cutler is? Mom, are you kidding?
Look, Jay Cutler threw the nicest football. He threw the best spiral. He had the best spiral on his football out of anyone I've ever seen play quarterback.
To the other team.
The problem is
he threw it to the other team.
You had no idea where it was going.
No idea whatsoever.
It was the nicest looking thing, but 6 out of 10 times it would wind up in somebody else's hand that he wasn't throwing to.
It was either incomplete or it was picked. And to think Jay Cutler has the longest tenure as a Bear quarterback, 8 seasons. They put up with this guy for 8 seasons. And I got Lewis Black in my head, but I won't say the joke out loud because it involves a cuss word.
Well, when your previous guy is Cade McNown, I mean, Jay Cutler. You look at Jay Cutler and you're like, this is pretty good.
True.
By comparison.
While we're making this joke, I will do one for my team. I have 2 of them in mind. Tim Rattay and Colin Kaepernick. And I don't want to say any more about the second name. I don't want to say
about that one, the better.
Yeah. When your previous guy was Rex, Rex,
Sexy Rexy.
I'll repeat Dietz's line. I'll repeat part of Dietz's line. When your previous guy was Rex Grossman, oh Jesus Christ.
When your previous guy was Cade McNown, Rex Grossman looked pretty good.
You know what? That we all know that defense led him to that 13-3 record in 2006. When your best ball that you threw in the last game of the season 4 different times wound up in Green Bay's hands, number one, and number two, you get a passer rating of 0. Problem. Major. What they say in Police Academy? Major problem. I can't do it. I can't. The dog says Drew Bledsoe.
Yep.
Would be his worst quarterback. I got one better. And I need Dog to look at me when I say his name. Or did he freeze again?
Try me.
He's there.
Froze again. Just try me.
Cameron Jarrell Newton.
Oh, no.
Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that crap. No.
Or let me take you back to 1984. Tony Eason.
Don't remind me. Do not remind me.
At least I didn't say Jones. Tony Eason, who was drafted before Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Out of Illinois. Yep. The hype was real about Tony Eason. You know what? You know a team that has had all the worst quarterbacks you can think of? I'll give you 2 of them.
Browns.
The Jets.
And the Jets. There you go. The Jets had
Here's a name for the Jets. Here's a name for the Jets that they'll cringe at. Vinny Testaverde.
Okay, I got one. I got one for you.
What's that?
out of all the hated VTuber companies that shut down, if you had to choose one of them to bring back and to manage it yourself.
None of them. None of them.
No, listen. If you had to bring it back, but you are now the person managing it all. Everyone else that managed it before is all gone. If you were now the owner of it, the director.
Oh, it's easy.
Hell no.
Which would you bring back?
It's Shoujo. It's not even close. No. From a talent,
I could actually imagine Snowman owning and managing V-Shoujo.
From a talent point of view, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Snowman, listen to me. You would have the power to restore its good name under new management.
But I'd still be kicking people out.
Exactly.
I would be going through there. I would be going through there handing out pink slips more than Dan Marino handed the ball to Tony Nathan. I would be handing out pink slips more than Drew Bledsoe gave the ball to
Ben Winter Coach.
Ben Winter Coach. Thank you, Pizzle. I mean, thank you, Dee.
Just imagine if Snowman was the one.
Coach.
Just imagine if Snowman was the one managing V-Shoujo, though. Welcome, Genevive Yoso to V-Shoujo.
I would. Well, first, Jen, you'd be my first client. You'd be my first talent. Yeah! Second of all, I'd go through there evaluating everybody, and if they don't meet my standards, I push the plunger and kick them out of there. You know what? You know what? I could do that. I didn't want to because of the reason it shut down in the first place.
Yeah, but like, let's
say.
But
the reason it shut down was not the. I mean,
Snowman owning his own VTuber agency.
Oh God, why are you putting ideas in my head?
Because now I'm actually imagining how it would go if it was real.
You know what? Let's have some fun. I'm gonna give you the camera and have you describe it.
I'm just here at this point.
God.
Same dog.
All right, hear me out, guys. Snowman gets an idea one day. Hey, you know what?
Oh boy!
I bet there's other cool VTubers like Jen out there. What if I started my own agency for them, my own little organization for them to find those VTubers? And we just had them all together on this show causing chaos.
Like you are now.
Yeah, you thought one of me was chaotic enough? What if there were 5 of me? What if there were 5 of me?
Those would be my children. You can't threaten me with that kind of a good time when I have children and grandchildren, my dear. Try again.
By the way, Snowman, I'm gonna give you some more homework.
Talk to me.
You gotta find the bumper of Matt, and I know we talked about Matt Taylor a lot, but when he was like, "I've never talked to a cartoon lady before."
What?
When you guys interviewed Matt Taylor, and he was like, "I've never talked to a cartoon before."
When he saw Jen for the first time.
Yeah.
Why are you in my head?
This is a great line. It was just a great line. He was like, I don't know how to respond to this.
While I'm thinking wildly. Oh, jeez.
But I want to address while you're thinking. I want to address Victor in the comment. Victor said Tony Romo for the Cowboys. Victor, that's blasphemy because the Cowboys can go back to Quincy Carter.
Chad Hutchinson.
God, yes. Chad Hutchinson.
I mean, yeah. We also have a failed third baseman as one of our starting quarterbacks.
You know what? I can go far as long as I've been watching. As long as I've been watching football. Failed quarterback for the Cowboys. How about Gary Hogaboom? Who, whenever he played the Washington Redskins, got scared and curled up like a freshly kicked puppy.
Hugh Millen.
Yep. Hugh Millen. You know what? Let me bring the dog in here. He's finally back. Hey, dog. Remember a quarterback for your Patriots by the name of Hugh Millen in the early 90s?
He'd rather not.
Now he's wishing he wasn't back.
He'd rather not.
That answers my question.
Why must you go down that road?
Hugh Millen is actually the starting quarterback in Tecmo Super Bowl for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Snowman. Victor says, Deets, I drank copious amounts of vodka to forget Quincy Carter.
We drank.
Yeah. We all did during that era, but
during the era of Quincy Carter, a lot of people drank copious amounts of vodka to forget.
Again, Tony Romo was a godsend when coming from the Quincy Carter era to Tony Romo. It was like, whoa, this is what happens when people play quarterback.
Guys. I gotta do it this way. Vodka mentioned.
Yeah.
Keep that.
Vodka. We drink.
You know what, dog? Come here.
But you know what?
Hey,
chat, get involved. Throw us some teams, and we'll throw you some good quarterbacks that they should bring back.
I'll throw the teams out there. Allie will not be able to join us. Today, so we'll close with this. I'll throw some teams out there, and we'll think of the worst quarterbacks they ever had.
Boss, we would have to close with the picks. We still got one to go.
Okay, let's do that one now. Army, Navy, which way y'all going? And what's the line?
Hold up. Are we forgetting something?
No.
What?
The ultimate chess move.
Oh no, it's time.
I talked about this. Boss, you're gonna have to find yourself a quarter real quick.
Why?
He's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Am I gonna make a mention of something that'll make you pull your hat down over your eyes again?
Yes.
Try me.
Shut up, Pizzle. All right, dog. What you got for us? Don't get
now. We're gonna need a coin flip because.
Just a minute. Let me tell Pizzle what I tell my kids jokingly when they give that line back to me. Shut up.
Okay.
Because yes, vodka, it is you.
Because yes, big dog, it is you. Now, dog, what do you got for me?
Now, the ultimate chess move, considering Jen in the college standings, has reached the magic number of 12. This move could either cement or at least make this game a little bit more interesting, depending on how this falls.
All right.
Now, with Jen having the lead, she has the prerogative of the coin flip. If called correctly, she would be able to shuffle the order of pick any which way desired. However, if wrong, that honor goes to Deets.
Oh no!
Yeah,
sibling
scared.
rivalry. Sibling rivalry. All right, let me find the coin here. Oh, I got one. Make it fair. Here's the coin, right here, and we're gonna have
Jen call it. No, Jen has to call.
Jen has to call it. Okay, Jen. Make the
call.
Oh God.
Heads or tails?
I don't know. See, knowing you two, you're gonna make some joke about it landing on its side.
Oh, we've done that all year. Come on, Jen. Make the
Pretty
call.
much.
I'm so sorry for everyone if I screw this story up, but I'm going tails.
She says tails.
Please.
The call is tails.
Oh boy. And it is tails. It is tails.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this will have cemented the picks. Jen,
I didn't go 3-2-1 Baba Booey. I didn't think about it. I was waiting for Jen to make a call, but Baba Booey, it is tails.
Jen, you get to shuffle the order any way you desire.
I know exactly who I'm going to first then. Deets!
Of course.
Of course.
Now, let's get this out of the way before we get into having the fun for the rest of the show. Army, Navy on Saturday playing in Baltimore, which means it's going to be cold as hell. Navy's favored by 6.5. The over-under is sitting at 38.
And yours truly
Deets,
will
the
have
first pick is yours.
And
you said Jen has a commanding lead.
It is 12, and it is now officially locked.
That's it. I quit.
There we go.
No. We're not Notre Dame over here. Right? We're not Notre Dame. We don't pull that. We don't pull that kind of stuff. We don't care.
Oh,
Let's
my
go with
God.
it.
That was awesome.
I do want to say this. Look,
That's a bumper.
Wait a minute. Deets, thank you for giving me that. I am cutting that today.
Bumper.
That needs to be a bumper. That needs to go on the YouTube Shorts.
Oh yeah. I think Deets just froze.
All right, Deets, what do you got for us for the game?
Deets froze. Yeah, Deets froze. We'll have to wait till he gets back. That.
Oh my God.
And I got it on full camera. Oh yeah, I'm cutting the daylights out of that today. I'm cutting that.
That is awesome.
I thought I broke the stream for a second. Everything just went circle.
You broke it, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, what I was saying is, in this matchup, records don't matter. Nothing matters.
Beautiful.
But what does matter?
Oh my God!
If you have the best play,
let's try this again.
Field, you can win.
Go ahead.
Oh wow!
Go ahead, Deets. Go for it.
Yeah. If you have the best player, usually you're in pretty good shape. And Blake Horvath is the best player on the field on Saturday.
Yep.
And not to mention, Eli, there's no way I'm going to say this name right.
Don't say it.
Eli Heidenreich.
Mm-hmm.
Heidenreich.
Yeah.
Heidenreich. Sorry, Pizzle and I had the same idea.
Blake Horvath's number one target. These two guys, they went to high school together. When Heidenreich found out Blake Horvath was going to the Naval Academy, he said, "I'm going with you." And that's how they got to the Naval Academy. So they have been playing together since they were young kids. I love that story. But the best thing about this game is, we all know rivalries, they can fight. We all know brothers and sisters, they fight.
Yes, Lord.
But at the end of this game, the two sides are going to look at each other and realize we're now playing for the same team.
Yes.
And that's what makes this the greatest game of any college football game. This is the greatest game because at the end, when both bands are playing both fight songs, each and every player on that field knows, hey, we might have just been at war for 2 hours, but you know what? The next 4 months of my life, that guy's going to be standing next to me, and I got his back. That's a great feeling, but I am going with Navy this week.
All right.
All right, next I'd like to go to Pizzle.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Next, Snowman.
Navy. Gotta go with Navy. They should have
Don?
appeared in the American Conference Championship game, but that's a rant for another time. Going with Navy.
Navy has won this game, 9 of the last 10 or 11 years? It ain't stopping anytime soon. Navy's going to take this one. I don't see it covering the spread, but it will be a fun one to watch.
Then I believe my game is cemented.
It is.
Going into playoffs, it is cemented when I say sweet that ish.
There you go. There's our
that officially locks it down.
All right. That's our Army Navy game pick. What say you guys in the chat? Pick along with us. Now, to have some fun, I'm going to throw some we're going to throw some teams around and just say who they thought the worst quarterback for that team was. And we've said a few already.
Okay.
And we're going to start. Oh, Dietz already. I think Dietz already gave me the ace in the hole when he said Hugh Millen for the Cowboys. Oh, Jesus. Let's start with Atlanta. Dietz, let me have it.
Does Brett Favre count since he threw 2 passes for them and one of them was an interception?
How about another one?
Another one. I think. All right.
Joey Harrington.
Chris Miller.
Chris Miller.
Joey Harrington.
Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins.
Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington's a good one.
Joey Harrington. Yep. Chris Chandler. And Chandler actually led them to a Super Bowl.
I was going to say Chris Chandler too, and then I was like, wait, he played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he led them to a Super Bowl. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Oh, I know how that happened. Jamal
because
Anderson.
the dirty bird Jamal Anderson was
Jamal Anderson. Oh God. I would try to do the dirty bird, but I fall because my legs.
Little known fact when I played high school football, I actually did the dirty bird dance every time I ran in for a touchdown.
You know, I would do it to entertain my kids. Every time I do it, Donna would like squeal in laughter, which is fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about with the Baltimore Ravens? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to let Dietz say it.
It's a guy who actually won them the Super Bowl somehow.
Oh,
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer. That's him.
They won a Super Bowl despite Trent
Dilfer being the worst quarterback. You know what?
Kyle Bowler.
Since we said Atlanta and I said Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins.
You like that?
No, we don't like that. Kurt, shut up.
You like that?
No.
No. You know what?
No, we don't.
Damien just said? Wait a minute. You know who Damien just said for Baltimore? Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Nope. You know who else played quarterback for them? And you could probably throw him out there for about 6 of these teams.
Kyle Bowler.
Gus Farrat.
Oh God.
Oh, the Gus Bus.
The
Gus Bus.
He played for a lot of teams.
Spent time with the Falcons, spent time with the Vikings, and Gus Farrat owns a record. He had for the longest pass in NFL history, which is tied at 99 yards to Bernard Berrien. How that? Never mind.
He also holds it. He also holds an 0-1 record against the wall in Washington.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he does. Oh dear God. How about the? You know what? Since Paul Allen's here, how about the Minnesota Vikings?
Brett Favre.
Ponder.
Christian Ponder.
I don't know. That brought him Sam Ponder on the sidelines for a little bit. So that's kind of worth. It's kind of worth. That's kind of worth having Christian Ponder around.
Wait. I got y'all. Forget Christian Ponder. Tommy Kramer.
Ooh.
I got a better one for you. Brett Favre.
They actually.
You know what? Yeah, Kramer.
I don't know if they didn't have the same, if they didn't have Bounty Gate trying to kill him,
right?
I
mean, Brett Favre is the reason Paul Allen's bill went so far up in recent memory.
No. The Arizona Cardinals in 2003 are the reason Paul Allen's drinking bill went through the roof. Listen to the call on the final game of the year, and you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of which, how about the Cardinals?
Ooh.
Call a booty.
And thank you, Victor Locke, for one of his classic calls against the Saints. This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl. How about the Cardinals?
Jake
Call a booty.
Plummer.
Jake Plummer.
John Skelton.
Murray.
No. Matt Leinart.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, Matt Leinart. McCown. Not Cade McNown.
Cade McCown, yes.
Yep. Okay. Atlanta said Baltimore. Okay.
Cleveland. Wait, that's all of them. Never mind.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head, man.
Where do we start there?
How about Cleveland?
Oh, come on. It all starts where Cleveland where this new era started. And Jen can get in on this.
Tim Couch. Let me answer a question that BGS tossed at me during his stream yesterday. He asked me, what do I think of Shedeur Sanders? And before we go any further, I must answer his question. And I'm going to keep this short because we got a lot of other teams to get to. I'm going to keep this short. BGS, this one's for you, partner.
Oh.
Now give me this camera, damn it.
All right.
Dear Shedeur Sanders, you ain't it. Your coach has failed you two times. By pulling you out on a 2-point conversion, and you don't demand to be in there on that. You've had problems since Colorado, and they're seeping their way into the Browns organization. Oops. 364 yards, 4 touchdowns. Great. What happened in that game? Oh, yeah. You took one of these. Let me get the... Oh, hell. I'll say it real. Let me get the Black Quarterback Brigade off my back right now. I'm saying all this not because he's a black quarterback. I'm saying this because he sucks as a quarterback. Period. You don't run backward. You don't take a 5-step drop and then run backwards 5 yards. Or in some cases with Shedeur Sanders, you don't run backwards 20 yards and then you wind up buried and you can't get a pass off anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say you had a good game with 364 yards and 4 touchdowns. Kevin Stefanski failed you. Your father, Deion Sanders, failed you. Not only at Colorado, but at Jackson State. You, Shedeur Sanders, haven't been properly coached. You, Shedeur Sanders, will never be properly coached. Until you put your ego in check, you will always be taking a big fat ass lot of the Black Brigade is thinking,
Oh, hell no!
if you look at the way he plays, which is what I judge on, the actual game, his actual game, the one thing that has failed Shedeur Sanders until he works on it during the offseason and actually concentrate on it is his footwork. He's got the arm. He ain't got the feet. Got the arm. He ain't got the brain. Got the arm. He ain't got the nerve. BGS, I hope this answers your question. That's Snowman's take. What is yours? Now, back to the teams? Who's the worst quarterback in Cincinnati Bengal history?
You could have just given him my answer from Monday. In the greatest game the guys ever played, they took him out for the most meaningful play. That tells you all you need to know. That's it.
I'm certain I mentioned that.
The Bengals. The Bengals.
How about the Bengals? Worst quarterback in Bengal history.
Achilles Smith.
No. Dave Klingler.
Oh, Dave
Worse
Klingler.
than Achilles Smith?
Yes. Dave Klingler had a bad game.
Threw for 700 yards at the University of Houston. Couldn't throw a doggone thing in the NFL.
And actually, Dave Klingler is the reason they had Achilles Smith.
True.
Because he got him that number 1 pick.
Well, Victor says, what are you supposed to do? He did fight back. He did fight back on that. Yeah. Why didn't you yell at your coach to say, hey, leave me in on the 2-point conversion? There. That should answer that. Worst cornerback for Cincinnati? Everybody after Boomer Esiason.
After.
How's that? Everybody after Boomer Esiason, because Ken Anderson led him to a Super Bowl.
I know. Carson Palmer was rolling till the Steelers decided to take his knees out.
Yep. So the Steelers hit him. Let's see. Like I said, Ken Anderson led him to a Super Bowl. Boomer Esiason led him to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow led him to a Super Bowl. Yeah, and all 3 times a big fat L.
They had somebody else. And they had John Kitna.
Who the hell is John Kitna?
John Kitna did a good job for did a good job for them for a while.
Did he win a playoff game?
Playoff game? I'm not sure. I know he got him there.
No.
Got him there a couple times.
Then they get one of those. How about the Denver Broncos? Who is the worst? The worst quarterback that I've seen for the Denver Broncos is Jay Cutler.
No,
I'm kidding.
Trevor Siemian.
Hey, Pizzle. Trevor Siemian, 2-time. They actually brought him back. They actually brought him back.
Where did Trevor Siemian play his college ball? Northwestern.
But no,
the
worst quarterback they had was actually the best quarterback.
Dog, you're muted.
In the XFL.
Maddox.
Tommy Maddox.
Yep. who had to rescue the Steelers from losing to the Browns in a playoff game. Okay. How about the Detroit Lions? Eric Hipple.
That's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very easy one because this guy is not only a clown right now on that 4-letter network.
Olotsky. Dan
But
Olotsky.
he also threw. We talked about Married with Children before. He also threw 2 interceptions, not in one season, but in one game to this guy right here. Yeah, I picked him off twice in high school in the same game, and then he ran out of the end zone on Thanksgiving.
Oh God. Lazarus with us is a Coloradian. I agree with these takes. Thank you, Lazarus.
Hi,
Laz.
Lazarus.
How about the Houston Oilers?
Cade Carlson?
Cody Carlson, yes. The worst quarterback. Okay, I'm going old school. Worst quarterback I've ever seen for the Houston Oilers was Dan Pastorini.
Oh man!
I told you.
No!
I told you I was digging in the classic files.
Not
how about the Houston Texans?
Pastorini.
Yes, Pastorini. Not Pastramirini, Pastorini. How about the Houston Texans?
That one's easy. I mean,
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Brock Osweiler.
No. Well, Brock Osweiler. Okay. Well, how about a quarterback? Maybe he could have been good if he wasn't on his back the entire time.
Oh, I know who you. I know where you're going. David Carr. I know where you're going. David Carr.
76 times as a rookie.
Oh boy.
Good
Matt
Lord.
Schaub. Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub he had some moments. He had some moments.
He had moments.
He had moments.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Honey's going to be mad at me. How about the Indianapolis Colts? And I can
Art
go.
Schleister.
Mashley, thank you. Thank you.
Schleister.
Art Schleister. Yep. That was my first one. That was my first one.
Mike Pagel.
Mike Pagel. Yep.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Matt
Jeff
Hasselbeck.
George.
Oh God, Jeff George. Oh Jesus. Carson Wentz.
How about Jim Harbaugh?
Who was like 2 inches away from a Super Bowl appearance when the receiver dropped a pass against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a game I was forced to watch by my ex-wife at the time. You never knew. You got to cheer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, I don't.
Oh, what about Curtis Painter?
Curtis Painter, the man who had to stand in for Peyton Manning while Peyton Manning recovered from an injury. How about the Kansas City Chiefs? And I got this one.
Bill
Kenny. I reached way, hey, Pizzle, guys, I reached way down to the bottom of the crate to find that one. Bill Kenny was the first quarterback I've ever seen with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was the worst one. He sucked.
Damn.
He sucked.
I could see that.
How about the playmaker, forgive me. How about the Los Angeles Rams?
Oh, the Los Angeles Rams.
Yes,
This is where we find out why O'Cochran needs to go to hell.
I bet if you asked Jim Rome, it would be Chris Everett.
Yes, but Everett actually had
Jim Everett had some good ones, but he couldn't tackle Jim Rome.
Thank you, Jim Rome.
Listen, thank you, Jim Rome, for that. Jim Everett was having a good season until he got pulverized in the NFC Championship game in 1989. And after that, his career was effectively over. The first quarterback I ever saw for the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams.
Los Angeles Rams.
Was Vince Ferragamo. Yes, I pulled that out of the classic files. Vince Ferragamo. I made Pizzle choke on that one. I'm sorry.
Wasn't expecting that one. Say his name again.
Hey, Vince Ferragamo.
Ferragamo shoes.
He led the Rams to the Super Bowl in 1980, Super Bowl 14, and didn't do a doggone thing for the remainder of his career?
Nothing.
Does Trent Green count since he took one snap?
What about Mark Bulger?
Before his knee got blown up. Yeah.
I mean, it did get them to Kurt Warner, but still, one preseason snap, and that was it.
And Dick Vermeil was so high on Trent Green, and then his knee got blown to smithereens. Now,
well, I mean, if we want to put another one under the bus that used to work for the 4-letter network, how about Ron Jaworski?
Jaws.
He's still beloved by Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia loves him.
Yeah. Jaws spent most of his career with the Philadelphia Eagles, so he'll be remembered.
Yeah, but he spent time in the Rams and apparently didn't do that well.
No.
So did Joe Namath, and that didn't work out too well either.
Oh God.
Facts.
Now to Miami, and we go upstairs to Pizzle for his choice.
Oh boy, there's a lot you could probably choose from here.
Mm-hmm.
Could go with Jay Cutler.
Yep.
Could go with Cleo Lemon. Cleo squeeze that lemon.
Cleo Lemon, who threw a game-winning touchdown pass to Greg Camarillo to beat the Baltimore Ravens, which had Kevin Harlan screaming at the top of his lungs, Miami has won.
That was actually my first Dolphins game.
Nice.
That was my first one, and that was the one they won.
What quarterback are you going with?
Could go with Ray Lucas.
There you go.
Good choice.
The drizzling Jets.
What about the minute? We did the Minnesota Vikings already. I said Tommy Kramer. Okay, here you go, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm skipping the Giants because they actually won Super Bowls.
Not with Dave Brown.
Not with Dave Brown. No, not with Dave Brown. Oh. Yeah, well, okay. Deets just gave us our answer. Dave Brown for the Giants.
Okay.
And now the New York Jets.
All of them.
No, you can't say all of them.
Can we say Ray Lucas again?
Yes, you could.
Can we say everybody since Joe? Can we say everybody since Broadway Joe?
Oh no! I mean,
yes.
Ryan McCarthy already knows it's Zach Wilson, but
Zach Wilson. Yep, Zach Wilson's a winner there. How about, and Napoleon? I come to you. How about the Oakland Raiders? I don't care if they're in Las Vegas. They're in Oakland, as far as I'm concerned.
David Carr.
Jamarcus Russell. Come on.
Jamarcus Russell. There you go.
Come on.
We go
David
to
Carr
with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles.
Who was Donovan McNabb's backup?
AJ Feely.
He sucked.
There you go.
Okay, we move on. How about it's a team that Pizzle loves making fun of, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, that's
Aaron Rodgers.
Man.
Too easy.
They haven't had many quarterbacks over the years.
Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart.
Russell Bleepin Wilson.
Russell Bleepin Justin Bleepin Fields. We can say that for Pittsburgh and the New York Jets.
I mean, anyone who's not Ben Roethlisberger or Terry Bradshaw.
There you go. You know a team that skipped over? The Chicago Bears.
I already said it.
All of them.
Well, yeah. Save Jim McMahon. Steve, you know what? Pizzle, this was for you. I'm going old school. Steve Fuller.
Oh. Good God.
Steve Fuller, doggone it, who played in the NFC Championship game in place of Jim McMahon because Jim McMahon was hurt and the 49ers pulverized him. And then Wendell Tyler scored the first touchdown in the second half for San Francisco, and it was over after that. Oh, God. I'll go next. Give me this camera.
Oh, here we go.
I already said a couple choices for San Francisco. Tim Rattay, Colin Kaepernick, everybody after Steve Young until we found Mr. Purdy. Including, well, we can't say the same about Wilson. Because Wilson actually led us to a playoff victory. The biggest, one of the best comeback playoff victories. So, yeah, those are my two choices. Tim Rattay. Well, everybody before we got to Brock Purdy. How's that?
All right.
After Steve Young, we had
Dorsey.
Garcia, Ken Dorsey. Oh, Jesus. Ken Dorsey, who threw a game-winning touchdown at Miami and didn't do a dadgum thing after that.
Oh, wait a minute.
What about Steve Bono?
Bono was actually a good backup. It led him to have a big contract with Kansas City and fool the daylights out of the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
When everybody expected to run, and Steve Bono escaped out of the back door and took off. What about the garbage you dumped in Dallas and Trey Lance? Yeah, that counts. I said everybody before we got to Brock Purdy. Now we go to Seattle.
I mean,
that's the easiest one in the book.
Jim Zorn,
Ryan Leaf.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
When they could have had Peyton Manning.
They could have had Peyton Manning. How about?
Yep.
You know what? I got a note yesterday saying you need to say the teams correctly. Bleep you. They're the San Diego Chargers.
Chargers.
Thank you very much, Pizzle. They're the San Diego Chargers. And that's where we go next. The worst quarterback in San Diego Chargers history.
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf. Yep. Okay. Question answered.
Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf's a lot of these answers.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I mean, I'll make it, boss man. I'm boss. I'll make it easy on you. Coming up here to New England, anyone not named TB12.
There you go. There you go. Which includes Cameron Jarrell Newton, who tried to follow TB12. What in the world? Okay.
Which also included Bailey Zappi, which included, Jacoby Brissett, which included Mac Jones,
Mac Jones. Yep, Mac Jones. You know what's bad? Mac Jones didn't do a doggone thing in New England, and yet he has stood in for Brock Purdy and has done well with the 49ers. What is it about the culture?
Go figure.
I'm kidding as I say that. Okay.
I mean,
we're down to Tampa Bay, down to two teams left. Worst quarterback in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history?
Josh Freeman.
The mysterious, how did Paul Allen put it? The mysterious case of Josh Freeman.
Josh Freeman's a good one, but the even more mysterious case, the even more mysterious case of Jameis Winston,
famous Jameis,
who threw, oddly enough, I think the most touchdowns in Tampa Bay history, but in the same season, he also threw 32 interceptions.
Yep, 32 interceptions and 30 touchdowns.
It's insane.
Justin was not good in Pittsburgh. Justin sucked. Okay, you know what?
He was trash.
Still sucks.
This is where I piss off Damian Hernandez, and I do this playfully. Justin Fields was doing fine until he ran into Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
And then Indianapolis tossed him around for 3 hours.
Yeah.
The last one, say it with me, old schoolers, the Washington Redskins. I get so much crap.
RG3.
Well, like I said, Gus Farrat lost to the
Farrat.
wall.
Gus Farrat, RG3.
That was in Washington.
In Washington, yep.
Jason Campbell.
Anyone who wasn't coached by Coach Gibbs.
There you go.
Danny Werfel.
Oh, that's a great one. Danny Werfel.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Carson Wentz.
Because Steve Spurrier was their coach. They tried to relive the Florida Magic from a few years ago. And it
Kurt
didn't work
2
out.
Chainz Cousins.
Who would have thought?
Danny Werfel, the best thing about watching Danny Werfel play was when he played at Florida.
Yep.
And under Spurrier, I swear they must have just told him, throw it as high as you can, because he used to make it rain. That thing would go,
yeah.
He had the biggest arc on his pass I've ever seen. He would just throw it up like a punt.
Oh, my gosh. We got to go. We've done our job here. Allie will be with us tomorrow. We make our picks for week number 15. If you can believe it. Week 15. And plus, as a bonus, I'll put on the headset for Thursday Night Football. Falcons and Buccaneers. Because the last time I did that, Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins threw for 500 yards, and I had to apologize to him. This time I do that game without an apology to either team. We're out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Support Snowman's Road to Recovery and support Climb for Chris. We're out of here. See you tomorrow. One's for Victor. Worst quarterback in history, Caleb Williams. See you tomorrow.